There is a single sentence that once I heard this sentence, it changed the entire outlook that I had when it comes to pricing all of the offers within our business. And I wanted to share that sentence with you today, as well as a few framing questions when dealing with beliefs that you might have around a certain level of pricing that you need to have. And I know I talk about this topic quite a lot, pricing, in my videos and also in my content, but that's also because this is really one of the areas that I see a lot of coaches and consultants really struggling with, and especially if they've come from a previous 9-to-5 past, a 9-to-5 role, professional past, where they haven't been used to value their service, their offering, their expertise in this way. So I'm going to share those 3 framing questions with you today. But before I do that, let me actually tell you what that sentence was. So that sentence was this: that your price has to convey a certainty around your ability, your confidence to get a result. So I'm going to repeat that. Your price has to communicate a certainty and around your ability, around your confidence to deliver a certain result. So if you've ever been in a position where you've heard yourself saying to yourself that, well, I can't increase my price because then people won't buy. If I increase my price, I'm going to price myself out of the market. I need to lower my price. I need to keep my price at a certain point because I need to make sure it's affordable, that it's accessible for my clients. Then these are going to be challenging questions for you, because if that is the frame of which you are approaching your pricing, it's actually something that is not going to serve your client, and it conveys something about potentially your own belief around your certainty for a particular result. So so let me actually jump into those framing questions. And these framing questions are really intended to help you shift the way that you're thinking about your pricing, so you are looking at it from multiple different angles and really challenge yourself that, are the reasons that you've set your price at this level, are they actually valid, or is there something that is deeper within in terms of your belief and also your certainty around and your confidence around what you're actually doing? And really sort of like challenging, is it actually the right price point, and is this price point going to serve my clients? So the number one question, and this one's going to be especially relevant if you are a coach or consultant that has some sort of a one-to-one coaching program or a one-to-one bespoke consultancy offer, and that is pretty much at this moment where you're sort of stuck. You're pretty much maxed out in terms of capacity and time, because obviously you only have a certain number of hours in the day and a certain number of clients you can serve on one-to-one basis. And you're looking at ways that you can actually bring in more scalability into what you do through potentially a group program or a digital product of some sort. But basically you're sort of stuck because, people are not wanting to buy this lower offer, and they actually just want your one-to-one time, which is, by the way, actually also priced too low. So if that is the case. All right, so the question is, when you are actually positioning this group or online product, are you actually positioning this as an inferior offer, an inferior product, something that is less certain to get a result compared to your one-to-one product? And I mean, in my case, like, I've been through a bunch of training and learning and personal development, etc., on a one-to-one basis and also on a group basis. I can tell you the two have different dynamics. They're definitely not some things that are going to be comparable, because it's very different the way that you learn in a group setting versus a one-to-one setting, and they both have their advantages. That, in a group dynamic, you're not going to necessarily get that sort of level of accountability and also the effect that you're going to have as a result of being in that group within a one-to-one setup. So be mindful of your language when you are actually talking about your group program and also your online product. That yes, while you are looking at this in a way that you're looking to scale your ability to deliver impact, it's not necessarily something that is of less value or something that is inferior or a downsell compared to your premium, one-to-one consultancy or coaching offer. So just be mindful of your language when you're talking about your offer, and really framing these things as standalone in terms of the certainty of value, in terms of the certainty of the value that your end client, your end customer is going to get as a result of going through that. All right, so the number 2 framing question is, make sure, have you considered the value of your program or your offer in context of the full value that your client is going to get as a result of the transformation that you're going to give them? So have you considered the full value of the result that your client is going to get, having gone through the transformation that you're going to give them? And what would that be worth to them in the course of the next 12 months? What would that be worth to them in the course of a lifetime? And that is something that will really help you to shift your perspective. Even if your area is not necessarily something that is going to help someone to increase, profitability within their business, it could even be something intangible, but also extremely valuable, like, your ability to affect, improve the quality of their life, the quality of their relationship, in a meaningful and impactful way. So it doesn't have to be something that is monetary when you place a value on it. So this is one of the things to keep in mind. Are you pricing your offer in a way that is in context to the end value that the person is going to get as a result of going through your transformation? Okay, so that's the second one. The third framing question that I have for you is, what unit price would actually help you to accelerate the fastest towards your revenue goals? And now this is something which is a little bit tricky, because it is something which is both framed in that it serves you, but it also serves them as well. Because if you think about this, the more that you're having to spread yourself thin in order to meet your revenue target by spreading yourself across like multiple different clients, are you actually going to be able to deliver them the quality result that they need in order that quality time and that quality input that they need to actually help them get to that result? So if you would be able to bring that back down so that you're able to serve more clients, if you're able to serve less clients rather, but still be able to achieve that same revenue target, wouldn't you be able to have the headspace and also the peace of mind and the time and the capacity to be able to pack in more value, to pack in more attention to these people to help guide them towards that result? So keep that in mind, that by actually framing your pricing in this way, you're not both serving yourself, because you're making sure that you're going to meet your revenue targets while keeping a level of sanity around your ability to spread yourself across your clients that you have on board. But it's actually something that is going to serve your clients as well, because you're going to be able to give them more higher levels of attention. So I hope that video was useful in terms of 3 framing questions, and just a reminder on that single sentence that really changed the game for me, changed my outlook when it comes to pricing of the offers within our business. And that is that your pricing needs to communicate a certainty around the result you're going to deliver and your confidence around being able to deliver that result. So that's it. Let me know what you think, and I shall see you on the next video.